Hey you guys, so I wanted to come do my first video. It's my very first video. But for my first product review that I want to talk about, I want to talk about this one product. This from Shea Moisture. I haven't seen any videos on YouTube about this. It's their Shea Butter product that they have out. Now I know Shea Moisture, they have Raw Shea Butter line products where they have like the hair care products. They even have skincare products now, and I think they have like face and body as well as the hair. But I'm not talking about that. That's like the yellowish brown label. I'm talking about this product right here. This is the Raw Shea Butter. Let me read the name to you. Shea Moisture's Ultra Healing All Over Hydration, 100% Raw Shea Butter. Intensive hair and skin moisture, made with fair trade and natural ingredients. Listen, Shea Moisture, your product label names are way too freaking expensive. Listen, Shea Moisture, your product label names are way too long. They are too long. Like, I can't even really recommend y'all products half the time, because a lot of times when people, like, if I'm in the street, for instance, and someone asks me, what product do you recommend? Like, oh girl, like, what product from Shea Moisture are you using? Like, your names are so long that I just have to resort to telling them, listen girl, just use the white label. Listen, just use a pink label, buy the brown label bottle. Oh, the one that's the brown label and it has the brown bottle and the bronzy cap, buy that one. Like, come on, your names are too long. You're making it hard for me to recommend your products. You know, word of mouth is important. But half the time I can't remember your product names because it's so much and it's not catchy. Anyway, it's 10.5 fluid ounces. This is 100% pure shea butter. Now, Shea Moisture does have another product I just saw a couple of days ago in the store, and it was also shea butter, but it was like infused with something else. It's not 100% pure shea butter, and the consistency of the product was actually a little different as well. This is 100% shea butter. There's nothing else in this product at all. It's just 100% shea butter, and it says it has a high concentration of vitamin E and vitamin A and essential fatty acids for deeply moisturizing the skin. It's organic shea butter, and then it has like this whole little passage about being certified 100% shea butter. I'm not going to read everything. There's no other ingredients in this container. It's just pure shea butter, and the container was filled to the top, packed in with nothing but shea butter. I think I paid like $10.99, $11.99 for the product, which is pretty good. And you open it, and all you have is like this pure shea butter in here. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, in Target they don't always have it, and I don't know what that is. Like, Target never really has it on the shelf for some reason. I would say if you want to buy it from Target, order it online and then do store pickup to make sure they have it in stock, because I never see it on the shelves. Or you can order it online. But I need y'all to start buying this product, because I want to be able to go to the store and just pick it up off the shelves. It's really that good. Now, just like coconut oil is sensitive to the temperature. Coconut oil, though, when it's really hot, it liquefies. When it's really cold, it solidifies. This is not going to liquefy when it's hot, but it does get soft. When it's really cold, like I live in New York, when it's really cold, it's going to get hard and firm. It's going to be harder to spread. Now, it's up to you if you want to, like, warm it up in a microwave. I wouldn't recommend that, because the microwave can kill vitamins inside of foods or products that you're using. So I wouldn't recommend the microwave. But if you want, that's my camera shaking. Got like a little rock here. If you want to warm it up, you can. I haven't yet, One time I did liquefy it because but I put it on the stove. I took a scoop out and put it in like a pan, and on a very low setting I heated it up until it turned into oil, and I mixed it with my gel. I was trying to make some homemade gel, and it was very moisturizing in here. I could tell that the shea butter was in my hair. My hair felt moisturized for the whole week. I didn't have to add any more oil in my hair for the rest of the week. My hair was super moisturized, so it does work. Now, probably thinking, what is the difference between this product right here and the product that they sell on the street? Like if you live in New York, you see all the street vendors and they sell the product on the street and they're telling you that it's real shea butter and to buy it. And all the other shea butters that they have in the different stores, I'm about to tell you, it's a difference, okay? Number one, I've bought shea butter from off the street, from Whole Foods, from like stores, other little stores. You know, people have their little seeds sitting out to prove that there is coming from the seed and it's raw, natural shea butter. I've done all of that. And every time I purchase shea butter, I've gotten a different brand and a different company. Let me tell you something. This is the only thing to me that feels like it's the closest to natural based on what I understand shea butter to be and what my idea of what shea butter would be. This is the only thing that's coming closest to being authentic. First of all, shea butter is not supposed to be bleached white, but it's not supposed to be bright yellow either. It's supposed to have an off-white consistency. Okay? Second of all, shea butter is supposed to be a moisturizer butter, right? I've purchased the butters in the street. It just feels like it sits on the skin. It doesn't feel like it penetrates my skin from within. It literally felt like it just sat on my skin. And underneath, my skin didn't feel moisturized. It didn't feel like the butter was doing anything. And I would think, like, what's the hype? Why is everybody, talking about the shea butter? It's not doing anything for me. It's just sitting on my skin. Also, I noticed, like, from the different people that I purchased shea butter from, the consistency, the quality of the butters have been different from, like, one vendor to the next. Even the one in Whole Foods, the butter was different from other butters that I've seen. So one time I went on YouTube and I looked it up because I wanted to know, like, what is real shea butter? What is it supposed to look like and feel like? What color is it supposed to be? And there's this African lady on YouTube. I'll see if I can find the video. I don't know if it's still up there. It's a really old video. And she's from Africa. She was saying that, I don't know what part. Please do not tell me that Africa is a continent, not a country. I know that. I don't know what part of Africa she's from, but she was saying that that in Africa, the shea butter, there's like shea butter and you have African butter. And she was saying that the tourists would come to the villages and ask for shea butter, and they'd be like, no, I want the yellow one. No, the one I wanted was like an off-white color. So then the villagers was just like, oh, you want it to be yellow? Oh, okay. Let me go in the back and add a little food coloring. Here's the yellow one. And then basically by the time the butter made its way overseas, it was mismarketed. And so they had what she called African butter being marketed as shea butter. And she said that it is a butter, but it actually comes from a whole different tree. And it's not shea butter, but it is a butter. And if you like it, you can use it. But know that it's two different trees that we're talking about, two different butters. So, and she broke it down and explained the consistency of what real shea butter is supposed to look like. And pretty much everything that she said is consistent of what Shea Moisture is selling. And honestly, I really like it. Like, you can see I've used a nice little amount of it. I actually went on vacation and only took this with me on vacation. And I think we were there for like 4 or 5 days. I used it as a head to toe body moisturizer. My skin was nice and moisturized and soft and supple. My feet wasn't looking flaky or ashy. My feet has been nice and soft since I started smoothing this on there. The only complaint I have about this product is like I said, sensitive to the temperature. So if it's cold in your house, this is going to get very hard, and it's going to be hard to smooth on your skin. And it kind of forms like little beads inside of it. So when you try to smooth it on the skin, you're going to see like little balls of shea butter. And you have to like really like try and break those little beads down to be able to smooth it all in. As your body heats warms up, the butter is going to liquefy a little bit, and you know, everything will be fine. The colder your butter is, the more you're going to get that beading effect. The warmer your butter is, the more it's going to be like a smooth butter. Right now, it's summertime, it's hot up here, so, and the house is hot, so my butter is feeling like cocoa butter right now. It's nice and smooth, it's easy to spread, just like Palmer's cocoa butter. But when the house gets cold, it's not going to be this smooth. It's going to start feeling more grainy because, like I said, sensitive to the temperature. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the wintertime. Like in the wintertime, I know it's going to be hard for me to spread this. And it's, you know, I live in New York, so it's going to be cold. So I don't know if I'm going to actually go and warm up my butter so to make it easier to spread. My cousin says that she warms her butter up. I don't know if I'm going to warm my butter up to make it easier or if I'm just going to stop buying it in the wintertime. I haven't decided yet, but I really like this. If you want shea butter in your life and you're questioning whether or not your butter is real, then just go ahead and buy you the Shea Moisture Ultra Healing All Over Hydration 100% Raw Shea Butter. Again, these names are way too long. And that's what it looks like. It's really firm. It really, like, honestly, it puts you in the mind of cocoa butter a little bit. The only thing is, like I said, once the butter gets cold, then it doesn't feel like cocoa butter. But right now, because the butter is warm, it has more of a consistency like cocoa butter because the house is hot. So you put it, like it, when you warm it up on your skin, it like really melts into the skin just like cocoa butter. And that's another thing, that yellow butter that they sell on the street, that the street vendors are selling, telling you that that's real shea butter. Rub it in your skin, and I'm telling you, it doesn't emulsify like this. There's a big difference of the consistency of this butter compared to the butter that they sell in the street, and how it emulsifies and how it liquefies on the skin, how it moisturizes the skin from within is a huge, huge difference. It's a big difference. I don't know if you can even see that, of how this butter works compared to how that other butter that they sell on the street works. And